I swear, every time I get out, they pull me back in again. It's always like midnight. I'm ready to go to bed, and then I get a text from my friend, Chris Tang, the Sega World Champion, once again, saying to me, "Hey John, have you seen Konami has announced another 8 games for the PC Engine Turbo Grafx Mini?" And I'm like, "Chris, don't do this to me this time of night." And then I read the list, and then I got excited, and then I was like, okay, fine. One more video before bed because this is kind of cool. And also, if I don't do this video tomorrow on Twitter, I'll never hear the end of it. Saying, "Hey, have you heard the news?" I absolutely have. It's exciting. I'm going to go through some of these games. Some of the footage I was able to capture tonight in time. Some of it was being kind of finicky with me, so I can only show a few of these games. But the great thing is I know quite a lot about most of them. So let's start off with the first game that's announced. And I think for English-speaking audiences, it's a bit of a letdown. For Japanese players, it's a triumph. And that's because they're getting Far East of Eden Tengai Makio 2 Maru. This is a wonderful RPG for the PC Engine CD-ROM that we never got. And the sad thing is, they were going to translate it. It was said in so many magazines, "It's coming, this game is coming," and it never came. Unfortunately for all of us, but if you're curious and you do get a TurboGrafx Mini, this Japanese RPG will now be on there for the curious. And I guess it is for the curious. And you know what? You can see the cinematics. The artist is one of my favorite character designers in Japan. He created one of my favorite characters of all time, Kabuki. So that makes a lot of sense for Japan. I'm surprised it wasn't announced earlier. Okay, I played the American version of this based on an arcade game, and that is, they've announced Dragon Spirit. Yes, Dragon Spirit is coming to the TurboGrafx PC Engine Mini. It's an overhead shooter where you play as a dragon, shooting wave after wave of monsters. It's pretty fun. This is a great old TurboGrafx game, obviously a PC Engine game, that I had many hours playing, getting frustrated, but having a good time. So now the next game I really don't know a lot about. I think I've seen some gameplay one time online. It's called Genpai Shigenden. I'm not sure. It's a side view action game, and it's kind of old school graphics. I think it was one of the very first PC Engine games that came out. It looks okay. It looks all right. I wonder if they mean, and my friend Chris Tang was saying this as well, Genpai Tomaden? That's another game. I'm not sure. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm sure in the comment section in the morning, it'll all be sorted out when I wake up and see this. Now, okay, now we get into a game that is the most exciting, one of the most exciting announcements. There's another couple of exciting announcements. This is a great one. And this is a game that my parents picked up for me in the early 90s. I did a review on it, I think maybe even 10 years ago now. And that is Ghost Warrior Spriggan. Right here. This is one of the best shooters on the machine, and one that did not want to capture tonight, unfortunately, so you'll have to take my word. This is honestly an incredible game, and I spent many hours playing this, and I think this came out, was it 1990, 1991? I remember getting it for Christmas and going, oh my god. And yeah, this really showed the power of an overhead shooter style game on the PC Engine Super CD-ROM. Highly recommended. Hey, if you're getting a TurboGrafx Mini, you're gonna get this, so that's pretty cool. The next game is a sequel to that game, and it's called Spriggan Mark II. And this is a side view action game, beautiful graphics, really wonderful gameplay. Another incredible addition to the list of games, to the 8 games that have been announced. Now, here's a game, Galaga 88. This is obviously it's Galaga, made for 1988, And at that time, the graphics were pretty good. This game looked pretty awesome, and I was playing it tonight, and I was like, this is a pretty cool game. I really like this style of game, and it's kind of nostalgic for sure, going back to 1988 and seeing this game. And I saw that's an announcement that I thought, okay, that's cool, that's fine. Okay, the next game is The Legend of Valkyrie, or Valkyrie Densetsu. This is a really cool, and I've wanted to talk about this for a while, overhead action style of game where you play as a female Valkyrie and you're fighting monsters in a magical land. I thought this was quite a fun action style of game, and one that I'm very happy has been included in the list. Now, can we get a round of applause? Can we get a drum beat leading up to this one? Because everybody was screaming about this, including myself, and it has been announced. It is here, and it is wonderful, and it is finally Splatterhouse has been announced for the PC Engine, Turbo Grafx-16 Mini. We can all sit back in our chairs and smoke our cigars and go, thank God this is on there. You know, of all the games, you know, I'm still upset about Legendary Axe, but hey, we get Splatterhouse in there now, so I'm quite thrilled about that. And so I gotta tell you guys, I do have my Turbo Grafx-16 Mini pre-ordered on Amazon. I got it in a few controllers and the Turbo Tap adapter so I can play Dungeon Explorer with my friends when it comes out in 2020. These list of games today that got announced have really made me happy. It feels a little bit better. And are they going to keep on announcing games? Because this is kind of cool. I like how we're getting down to the machine getting released in 2020, and they just keep announcing. Is this going to happen every couple of months? I really hope so. Wouldn't that be awesome if they just keep on adding games in there? And who knows? Maybe that might continue to happen. And I gotta say, I'm a happy guy tonight, and I can sleep soundly, finally. So anyways, guys, until next time.